The Hawaii Center for Advanced Transportation Technologies has been flying under the radar somewhat, but their energy-related projects at Hickam Air Force Base could be a game changer for the military and the state.
We work under the Manoa Innovation Center High-Tech Development Corporation, which is under the Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism, State of Hawaii. So we're actually state employees. There's only 4 of us in our shop, and we do all this magic with a bunch of great contractors. And we take federal funding from the Air Force Research Lab and line up contractors to do research projects and demonstration projects for the Air Force. Welcome out to our waste energy project here at Hickam. This is another HCAT project we're doing for the Air Force Research Lab, and it basically takes rubbish and turns it into energy so that we can use it for heating or electricity or make fuels out of what comes out of this equipment. And so what we've done is we've gotten this project funded over about the last 3 years actually. So by early 2016, this thing will be online and it'll be making electricity for the Hawaii Air National Guard. But it's a gasifier which takes rubbish and superheats it up in a controlled environment and turns it into a chemical fuel called syngas. The syngas then is used for synthetic fuels, or you can actually put it right into a generator and make electricity. This piece of equipment is built to scale on a deployed Air Force base. It's not a deployable piece of equipment, but it's to scale of a 1,000 to 1,500 person base. And it's scaled to take that much rubbish and still give you power. But the biggest thing for the Air Force is when you're overseas, you have to have a controlled way of burning your rubbish or getting rid of your waste. And burn pits are the traditional way, and they are so polluting and so toxic that the military is doing everything they can to get away from those toxic conditions. And this piece of equipment, when it finishes gasifying all of the waste, you've either got fuel or a little tiny bit of CO2 that goes out and some seriously inert ash that can go into paving or anything else. And it basically gets rid of all their rubbish, which is the big thing. Oh, by the way, it makes electricity. And when it's up and running in the electric generation mode, it'll make about 400 kilowatts of electricity. Actually, this demonstration is the first of its kind, and this piece of equipment is going to probably stay here and generate power for the Hawaii Air National Guard. But this is the kind of equipment that you would take to some place that has either a big waste problem or a very high energy cost, and you could drop it in place and save the government some money on their electricity. Welcome to the Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam Hydrogen Station. This station was set up originally in 2006 and started producing hydrogen for the Air Force to be in a deployable mode. So everything was palletized, you could throw it on an airplane and leave it. The station that we have now is actually more like a traditional station, but it's more than a station. This place can actually, it's more like having your oil refinery, your oil field, and all your shipping all in one place. So this is really soup to nuts. Everything you need to run a hydrogen station is all right behind this wall. Most recently, I retired from the Hawaii Air National Guard in 2014 as a 1-star general. I was the commander of the Hawaii Air National Guard. I did 35 years in the Hawaii Air Guard, all here in Hawaii. I enlisted in '79. I went to officer school as a guardsman and got commissioned and did my whole 35-year career as a Hawaii Air Guardsman. I did deploy to combat in Kosovo and all over the world in the tankers and fighters. I did air defense alert in Germany in the fighters back in the 80s. But you know, growing up in Kailua from kindergarten on, Hawaii's my home. It's where I want to be, and I like things that take care of the land and respect nature. And so these kind of projects that we do with HCAT are just perfect for me. They kind of fill that niche where I want to make sure that whatever we do with the military, we're also giving back to the local community.